Moving on to chapter 14, which starts with another, or it might be the same, untranslated explanation screen. So to recap what happened in the last part, Marissa, she taught Yorehime and Moon Rabbits how to do spell card battles, so that's what they're about to do for the next several chapters. Normally you'd question how one brief explanation from a character would make it to where Yorehime and the Moon Rabbits know how to use like spell cards and stuff, but that actually makes way more sense than the multiple times in the series where a character just have no idea how the spell cards work has an entire deck of them, like a nun who was in prison for 1,000 years, or Clam Yokai that was just born. There are other ones I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, this is a thing that happens. So yeah, there's about to be a bunch of spell card battles, and they have no stakes, because near the end of chapter 4 last, Remy said they were going to try to take over the moon. It was like, oh boy, might cause some tension, because Remy caused there to be tension by being an idiot, but Marissa very quickly explained to Yorehime that nobody else takes Romelia seriously, and I think they're like I think the terms of the condition was if they win, they get a souvenir, but she's not going to let them into the capital, and if they lose, I don't know. So yeah, this is the next couple chapters of this manga are going to be a bunch of spell card battles with no stakes whatsoever. The Metal Showdown, Chapter 14. Is this entire chapter just going to be the fight against Sakuya? Is there really a chapter for each? No, there can't be a chapter for Marissa. I'm pretty sure she beats her in like a couple panels. Yorehime. Oh, this is Aaron's letter. Yorehime will attack the enemies who will probably appear at the Sea of Tranquility. Those enemies are merely a decoy. However, that decoy should be useful in clearing your name. What's the matter? Oh, sorry, I was just having a flashback to something my master said in a letter. Oh, okay. Well, be waiting forever if you don't make a move. You. I feel like this sword gets longer in some panels than other ones. You said before, I have a problem with stealing, don't you? It's a lot of black lines. It's a lot of P's. What do they mean? Look at my bracelets. Bracelets are older than you are. By several times. Lightning. It's very shocking. Yes. Lord Ho no Kazuchi, command your seven-pillared brother and make her regret ever coming to this land. No, no. You've been surrounded by a pillar of snake fire. Unamused. Did these things like splash water on their face? I assume that's what's happening here. Happy vampire. You have a pretty unusual power, don't you? I sure do. Where did I get it from? Who knows? I showed you before, didn't I? My teleportation illusion. And now, for the extra. The bunch of knives. I hope this is a beautiful enough pattern to not be disqualified for not being beautiful enough. Wah. And one more special extra, luminescent ricochet. Throwing mini knives, yes. They ricochet against each other. Lord Kanye Mahiko, turn the Rereading, fly surrounding me in the sand. What? Oh, that's convenient. Is that a bomb? Maybe you can't say that. I'm not supposed to acknowledge gameplay mechanics. Sword. And now, return to your master. Ah, that's not good. Don't tell me. Your plan is to make me dodge my own knives. Well, it's pretty hard to dodge. Or no, this looked like a very Marissa Sakia, okay? So I assume it changed to Marissa for no reason. Well, it is pretty hard to dodge. Guess I'll have to do this. So, into my world, where life is strong. In my world, never fear the fall. In my wait, what? That was supposed to happen. Well, white flag. Sorry, Amelia, I just lost. Saki, what the fuck was that? Right, so what the hell just happened? Okay, she threw knives back. And then she used the world. And it didn't work, I guess. And that panel is conveying to me that it didn't work. Because her knives... I don't know. What is happening in this panel that's supposed to clearly convey to me that Yorihime, that Saki is so screwed that she just gave up. Like, are her knives stuck in, like, the cloud thing, like the fire thing, so she can't move her knives anymore? What the fuck's going on? I don't know, Saki lost in one panel. She's quite strong. I can't believe I was done in by the knives I threw myself. It's like being bitten by your pet dog. Why'd you do that for, Sakia? I'm sorry. I have no excuse. So what's going on here is she had her own knives thrown at her. And she stopped time, and then her stopping time makes it to where she still gets hit by her own knives anyway, and she realized that. So she gave it up? Okay. It's a very poorly explained panel. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. I don't know. I don't have a high enough IQ to understand this manga. It's because you had to go and use that flashy move. I bet you thought you'd win right away with it, huh? I'm sorry? You're just the opening act. Nobody can win until you laugh at. Okay. This isn't racing, right? Or they would have, like, explained that, but... No, this is, because he has droopy ears. Has Raisin been here the entire time? Yeah, she's the only droopy ear. How long have you been here? Has Raisin been here for, like, multiple chapters now, but I just didn't notice because the manga didn't point it out? Nobody said her name? Or gave her any special attention? Yeah, Raisin's been here the entire time. Are you fucking kidding me? She was a main character a couple chapters ago, and now that it's not even being pointed out that she's unique from anyone else. They literally couldn't tell.
That was amazing, Yorihime. That was amazing, Lady Yorihime. Now there's only 3 left.
Well, I do a myriad of techniques, since I only have to use 1 or 2 per battle. By my calculations, I could win another 39.900.900 times.
Wow! That's 39.9 times. Those zeros are behind a decimal point.
I know they're commas, I'm being a jackass. I know they're supposed to represent commas, I'm being a jackass. This is 39,900,000 times. By the way, I was wondering, why didn't that
human just teleport out when she was surrounded by the lightning?
Oh, I wasn't supposed to understand that panel. Now you're going to explain it to me now, using Raisin as a surrogate for the audience, because Raisin's the not super smart one, unlike all the other characters, which are really smart and understand what's going on immediately.
Well, she can't teleport, of course. There has to be a path open to where she wants to move. I realized it from the beginning when I used Lord Hunazuchi's power, because the edges of her skirt were singed. That's amazing! Not really shown in this panel. Well, who's next? Ooh, that's right. Peace. You look like you'll lose too, so you go next. Make sure you show me what a great loser you are. Loser.
Aw, man, this sucks. I don't know how you can take this every day. I don't.
Whoa, you're next, miss. I don't want to take over the moon.
Well, doesn't matter much how much stronger you are. There's no way I'm gonna lose a spell card battle. Yeah, that was the entire chapter. Just fight against Sakuya. It's a good thing this is a manga. This is a story. This would be like a paragraph. Alright, well, that's that, I guess. How much more am I going to record today? I'd like to get this done with. Is there really going to be a whole chapter of Marissa, or is they going to combine Marissa and Rainbow in one chapter? I don't know. I'll see. I love this chapter. Moving on to chapter 15, and the last part. Yorihime fights Sakuya and win. And then Ramilia said that Marissa's next. That was the entire chapter. In color! Wow!
Initiative's victory. Stardust Rivier. The stars. They're so pretty. They never lose by default.
This is not racing. She's got pointy ears, so she's not racing, even though she looks exactly like racing besides the pointy ears. I'm kind of curious when I go back and read the previous chapters, because Racin's actually been there the entire time and I just didn't notice. So that's really funny. Creature. So you're supposed to aim at your target, not everyone besides that. Well, I mean, I guess you're fighting. You're not supposed to just shoot at everyone. Chapter 15, the Stardust Human. This is not gonna be a whole chapter, is it? Right? Please have something more than just the fight against Murasabin. the stars. And I guess stars don't twinkle when you look at them on the moon. I mean, yeah, they do. Don't know, I didn't think they wouldn't. Of course not. She actually explains it. Of course not. The twinkling is an atmospheric effect. The moon, which has little atmosphere, the stars barely twinkle at all. It's sweet. Don't know what's more questionable, the fact that you thought it was a good idea to grab a bullet and eat it, or that it actually tastes sweet for some reason. This will never be brought up again.
Shock!
Is Race in the background here too? I'm now just trying to look at the moon rabbits and see if Raisin shows up again.
The light of a star doesn't twinkle, it's simply a perfect straight line. An attack that follows a fixed pattern may as well not be moving, and any fool can dodge that Maku that don't move, right? I don't get it, but it looks like it's all stopped around you. Well then, how about this, huh?
Good faces.
Event Horizon. So many stars.
Yep, those are stars, alright. She is cutting the stars. Like when a Jedi uses their lightsabers and they knock back a bunch of bullets, and they can knock them all at the same time because they use the Force to know where all the bullets are at once. What are you fucking grinning about?
Well, that's not supposed to happen.
She is cutting stars, alright.
It feels like she's just playing around. No matter what I do, it feels like I just can't win.
This is the tallest Marissa in any fictional media. She's almost as tall as Yorihime. I say fictional media as if there's non-fictional media about Marissa.
Your planetarium doesn't have any stars in it. Does the night sky really look like that? Look that lonely from Earth? Now, Amatsuki Shiboshi. Show this person how the stars really look like, with no atmosphere to obstruct their shine.
Look, do you think you can really beat her?
There's no way I can lose. She doesn't seem into it.
I don't think I'd lose if this were just a normal yokai hunting mission, but this whole incident's our fault. We're the ones who invaded the moon. I don't think I'd lose if this were just a normal yokai hunting. This is me being meta and saying the reason why I'm about to lose is because this isn't important. It's always the bad guys who lose. I don't have my protagonist buff. I can't win.
Reimu, you're still the protagonist of this story, technically.
Am I?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't feel like one.
Are you calling me the bad guy? Anyway, I'm not gonna lose.
I hate to say this, but my intuition tells me you're the most likely to lose, and my intuition's never wrong. It's like a thing I have. It's not a question of power.
Ow!
Watch where you're going, Marissa.
Ah.
Angry.
Kick. Ah! What the hell? I'm giving you a chance to see how she fights. Is this the thanks I get? Earthlings get along so well together. Hey, quit farting around out there. You're gonna lose anyway, so just do whatever you want to do.
Well, you don't have to tell me twice. I guess I'll get serious now.
I had my Hakuro in my hat, because my pockets aren't big enough.
There's nothing in this world that's faster than light. No matter how it accelerates, ultimately it turns into a perfect straight line. Come on, a final spark.
This is my final attack.
Big ass laser. Birds. There she is, racing. She's here.
I didn't think I'd win that easily, but... The fairies.
It's much easier to cut through light than it is to cut through water, after all. Still, who says you only have to worry about one? I don't think you'll be able to cut through this one.
It's actually a lightsaber. Let's get the laser back at you. Watch out.
Now it's double spark. Two of them.
Oh, Ishikori do mi no Mikoto, bring forth your divine implement, and show us the miracle of the Yanamira once again.
Oh boy, it's whatever she just said. That's her. She have a spot on the popularity poll?
That loop hair. Mirror, mirror.
She's in an orb. Like Kikori. My mouse wheel wasn't working for a second there. That was weird.
Meh.
So what? You know that mirrors reflect light, Marissa.
It's what they do.
Earth. Jeez, bet that turned some heads on Earth.
Nobody will notice a laser from the moon. The humans placed a great mirror on the light side of the moon. Its purpose was to measure the distance between the moon and the Earth by firing a laser at it. Though since it's just a normal mirror, it seems some prankster rabbits have shifted it out of the position ever so slightly.
She's, in fact, still here. Did I do that? Well, I give up. I don't even have any smoke left. Oh my. I didn't even get a chance to do anything. You were just going off on your own little rampage.
So, next is I'll be your next opponent. Me. Yes.
Oh, thank God we're actually doing something else. The entire chapter isn't just that. Yomu and Yuyuko, they're back in the plot now. Huh? It looks like the moon was just shining. The moon is always shining. No, I mean... Anyway, where are we going? The Empire flew her homemade rocket from the boundary between the illusionary and real moons, just as Yukari predicted. That means there's only one thing for us to do, right? We're going through their house? The Scarlet Devil Mansion? Oh my, aren't you the Prowler? be taking next month off. Yep. That was a chapter, alright. Some. Yep. Well, I'm assuming in the next part, Reimu will fight. And then lose. And then maybe we'll continue on to the next part of the story. Who knows? Bye.